So getting back on track here, I eventually got me a place at the beginning of 2023. So boom, check that off my list. Okay, now I'm continuing to work to try to pay down this debt and just get myself stable and secure. Although I was still on my best shenanigans for most of 2023, around the end of the year, that's when I started to get back focused and get back disciplined on what it is that I am meant to do and be working on here. Now, my mom, again, I told you about my mom. Like, my mom, she doesn't like me. She doesn't take heed to what I tell her. Like, I could tell her something to save her life, and she would rather die before listening to me. I remember after my grandma's funeral, we went out to eat somewhere, and my mom, she was driving my car. And we was leaving the place, and my mom had the car in drive. Now, in front of us, it's a whole ditch. And so I said calmly and patiently, and just like this, you have the car in drive. And I know what I got, and floored my car into the ditch. Y'all, I had to ask God for strength to lift up my car, which again, ask God, he come through. But I literally had to lift my car up out of a ditch just because she refused to listen to me. Instead of doing and acknowledging what I said, she would prefer to do the opposite. I can give her directions and instructions to lead her to life, the life of her desires. And she would rather drown, suffer, and struggle before listening to me. So, again, I told you my mom, she ended up living in the house of my grandmother. My grandmother left her that property. Now, it was a side by side. Now, my mom, she was only paying her portion of the mortgage. Well, my auntie decided she wasn't going to pay nothing, apparently. And so I kept telling my mom, like, you gonna have to, like, you have to pay, like, the full thing because that's what's due. That's just not how life work, right? And again, I'm not paying for no other grown woman to stay anywhere for free or whatever not. So eventually they end up losing a house. And that was another more pressure for me to get my own place because I knew they was finna lose the place because, again, it's just, some stuff is common sense. You don't even got to be psychic. You just know. You don't do something, there's a cause and effect to things, right? And so eventually, that's when I moved into my own place in at the beginning of 2023. So eventually, again, the mortgage people, they like, all right, well, y'all ain't paying me, so y'all gotta get out. And so then they was trying to fight to get the place. Again, more hard work in the end when you could have just did what you needed to do in the beginning. But whatever, I digress. They had to move out in the end of November of 2023. And I told my mom, like, I have a whole extra bedroom. Like, you can come stay with me. No issues, no problems. I even told her that she don't even have to pay for anything. Because, again, that's who I am, right? I said, you ain't got to pay for nothing. Like, I was doing just fine by myself, managing all my bills, no problem, no issue. Like, you're good. I don't need any help or assistance, but you can come stay with me. And so she moved in with me November of 2023. And I told her, like, it's just one stipulation. Because, again, I do a lot of working on myself. And I honor myself, my peace in my journey. I said, there's one stipulation. Just don't be out here telling my business to nobody. That's it. That's all. Especially my op. I made that clear. If people asking a question to me, just say good and leave it at that. I don't talk to these individuals. Everybody, I blocked everybody. Because, no. Right? So, Lord. So I told you that God said not to get a car. And I was trying to hold on hold off as long as possible. But my mom, she also didn't have a car either because she hit a deer, okay? So she didn't have a car. So it's like, again, that's more pressure because I'm like, okay, well, my sister, she's not reliable. Like, you can't ask my sister for nothing at all. And I'm like, okay, well, I need, my mom need a car, I need a car. And so I ended up getting a car. Lord, I got a car at the end of November. Tell me why that car had engine problems. And it was a note as well. Like, I had a car note for that car, paying a lot of money for that car. And you send me a car with engine problems and transmission problems, and the amount of money you wanted me to pay for I digress. I go in, turn it, get another car. Okay, I got another car. So boom, set. We're good right now, right? So my mom moved in. We fine. Everything. I'm working. I'm working on my goals. Things are going according to plan. Things are fine. Things are good. Okay? Things are good now. Until December 2023.